Chitty chitty bang bang. Come on.
In every family, there's that one uncle, cousin, or aunt that just ain't right. But for whatever reason, you love them anyway. It's the family.
A son does not want to hear his mother say, skeet, skeet.
It's the family.
Twerking is not a talent. All right? Stripping is not a career.
Wow.
It is not.
The Family Radio Podcast.
Yeah, don't have your kids cussing on the internet, but do have your kids dancing on the internet. Ooh, kill them, kill them, kill them.
The Family Radio Podcast.
You're going too far. No such place.
Oh!
I want to go to the abyss. Never.
The Family Radio Podcast with T-Boogie, Gene.com, and Chill Will.
It's the family.
Hey, it's T-Boogie.
Gene.com, another wild one here.
And Chill Will, this is episode 169 with T-Boogie and Mr. AKA 12 Share, Gene.com. Hey, y'all better leave Gene.com alone on this radio. Y'all hear me? You be handling stuff at night. Got the 12 Share. Yeah, if y'all radio people, y'all get y'all know the ratings. Y'all get it. Y'all get what I'm talking about. Okay, let's jump on into this today. Hey, let's start out talking about Queen Bee, Beyonce, Beehive's own. She is making her trek through the Southeast and Florida this week. She's in Miami tonight. She was in Tampa on Wednesday. Of course, she stayed up in Atlanta about a week. She had like 3 shows back to back in Atlanta. And I think the Atlanta shows, I think she's recording that for like, you know, how they do the Netflix special or the DVD special or whatever.
Okay.
So I think that's that run in Atlanta, she recorded to be put out later.
That's where they're gonna pull footage from.
Because you know it's some queens
I
in
can
Atlanta.
See that.
Hey, she wanted the whole full beehive there in Atlanta. You know, and some queens there in Atlanta.
I believe she got it too, based on my Instagram feed. People that I saw that went and the outfits and all that. Yeah. Oh, it's a thing. It is a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't go to the concert, but now that I see all the stuff online, Boog, like you looking at, I should have went, and I would have. Not that I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I think she's talented. Her music is good, but I just want to go see the production aspect of it because you know she had one of them screens that took up the whole damn backdrop
from left to right side of the venue.
Yeah. And I love the way she did the club Renaissance, where she basically had, you know, people can come in and dance around, make it like a nightclub. But I should have went to see that. But man, them ticket prices was
Oh yeah, sky high.
By the way, Blue Ivy was still stiff, even in Atlanta.
No, I said we're not gonna talk about that little girl. Let that little girl be a little girl. I ain't gonna. I don't want this shit to get back to Blue Ivy and hurt her self-esteem. Okay.
Yeah,
and it's constructive criticism, but okay.
Well, I don't want it to get back to Blue Ivy, and then now we can't ever be invited to be a podcast at the Rock Nation brunch.
Yes,
because it goes further than that. Yeah, once you get to talking about them publicly, your name comes off that list. Yeah, anything.
Yeah,
and it's never added. It's never added back on. You messed once.
I believe Jay-Z and Beyonce hired some ex-CIA people and got them running a lot of stuff for their company.
That wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me either. Think about it. They got the paper.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Oh, yeah. That's long money.
They definitely do. So Beyonce, Miami tonight. I'm sure we're going to get a whole lot more video out there. But it's now, once again, I talked about this on past podcasts because Taylor Swift came through here. And, you know, seeing her production and her 25 tractor-trailer trucks with her equipment on it, Beyonce was still a big thing because they here in Tampa, they had the traffic kind of blocked off and they told you, hey, don't come till this time because we're not opening up the lots. It seemed like they were trying to, I guess they had a lot that they had the merchandise trailer or whatever in because, you know, a lot of people wanted the merchandise stuff. And I think Beyonce made it where you could get it on Amazon too, so you wouldn't have to come out that early.
Shit.
But
what?
Yeah, but it was I didn't see any issues. I think the only issue that she's been having since she's been over here at the States, the shows in DC it's at the same stadium that the Redskins play in. I'm sorry, they're not called the Redskins no more, but I'm always gonna call them the Redskins.
Right.
Yeah. So what happened is like they had like it was like a tropical storm warning or something up there. So the show was delayed like 2 hours. And think about this. Remember, it's outside. So all the people had to come inside, like underneath the stadium part, underneath the seats part. So they said that was kind of crazy. But once the concert started, it rained still, but Beyonce still performed in the rain.
Okay, she better give her best Diana Ross Central Park.
That's right. But it seems like everything was still fine. Look, I don't know what kind of microphone she got to work in the pouring rain, but just like Gene,
she got the same one money. Diana Ross had.
They got money.
It's B. They got money, man. It's waterproof.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, it don't mind. You know what I'm saying? They got it to be a 1-in-1, man. Yeah. It's a 1-in-1.
Yeah.
This microphone, ain't never been made before. It just got made.
There it is.
Yeah. So, so that's the only problem that I've heard since she's been here in the States. And like I said, she's just rolling through Florida.
But even after that delay, she was considerate enough to ask them to hold like the train, like the Metro, the MARTA, whatever.
What? Yeah,
but she paid for it.
She paid for it. Yeah,
well,
she didn't ask.
She
was just like, hey, because a lot of people use public transportation. So in DC, it's the Metro, and the Metro closes at a certain time. So she said, hey, y'all just keep it open so the fans can get home, and I'll give y'all whatever I need to give y'all. And she shelled out like
$100,000.
That's crumbs to her. Crumbs.
Absolutely.
Here you go. Let me cut you. Y'all take American Express. Let me go ahead and charge this. Y'all take
American
Express. Yeah. So
I'm sure. Listen.
Look. Beyonce is for the fans now. She is for the fans, and so I heard another thing this week. Do y'all feel like is Beyonce at Michael Jackson status yet? I'm hearing
Gene, you want to go first?
I'm hearing crickets.
We can. We could set it off to the left or either the right.
I mean, so in our,
I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
It's going to be hard pressed to get me to say that she's Michael Jackson status. Like, I don't know. Like,
wait, whoa. Let's don't hit the corners too fast. This is Michael we're talking about.
It is.
Right.
But look at their career. Beyonce's done the Super Bowl. Michael's done the Super Bowl. Beyonce sold a whole lot of records. Michael Jackson sold a whole lot of records. In this generation, is she this generation's Michael Jackson? Or hell, is Taylor Swift this generation's Michael Jackson? I'm hearing no then.
Mike, let's just leave Mike where he at.
Okay.
Like the minute I see Vietnamese people falling out, my God.
Yeah, you're okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm talking about passing out.
Yeah.
I ain't seen that quite yet. I'm talking about people that don't speak no English. Might go to Japan. Yeah. These people ain't spoke English never, but they sing and beat it.
Yeah.
And they passing out.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Gene, you got it. And I think the analogy I always looked at with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson could be stuck in a raft floating in the middle of the ocean. If any boat came up, they would know who the fuck he was.
Right.
You got some Thai fishermen floating up like, oh, Michael Jackson, be it. So
you saying if some random fisherman pulled up and Beyonce was on a dinghy boat from her yacht or something, 9 times out of 10, you don't think people are going to recognize her?
I don't think they might know who Beyonce is.
Wow.
Yeah, Beyonce is known and she has credibility, but I don't think she's at the Michael Jackson status right now. I don't. And I
feel like Michael couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
so Beyonce can't go anywhere. I think she could probably pull it off, go some places and nobody recognize her.
Nah, I don't think so. Well, it depends. If she got some sweats and a hoodie on, she might. I don't know. But remember,
there's nothing Michael Jackson could have worn.
Michael used to wear disguises, though. That's the thing. To go out in public, just like you said, Michael couldn't go anywhere. So for him to go out, he would use disguises.
Right. he be wrapped up
Yeah.
like old mummy or something, or you've seen him.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you've seen him look like
Right.
An old man.
you've seen him
Yeah.
or an Arabian woman.
Yeah. Yep. Because you wouldn't know
Done
who
that
he
before.
was. But I mean,
You know who he was.
look, when we were teenagers or we, young, it was, and of course, it was different because that was the whole MTV generation then. Because you could say Michael, Madonna, George Michael, like it was certain people that they were at a certain status that, who, once again, it's the people that you use the first name. You ain't got to use their last name. You just use the first name. But I mean, Beyonce is like that, but I still don't think she's that caliber yet. She's moving in that direction. Definitely moving in that direction. But
I would say that it would be fair enough for me to say she's moving in that direction because we just talked about, the type of events that she's done, the crowds that she's done, having to go out in disguises. She's definitely moving in that direction. I think because she's an entertainer. I don't think she's the best singer, but I will give her entertainer.
Yeah, she's a good entertainer. Right. But the fact that these people are mortgaging their houses to get these goddamn tickets.
That is something else. That is something else. Yeah. But I will not, like you said, Chill, the production. I saw some of the videos, pictures, all of that.
Yeah.
It does look like a great fucking show.
Yeah. And
I just don't know all the words. I don't know that many words to the song, so that's why I don't need to go.
Yeah.
Because I'm being there like, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
And another thing, just like you said, Boogie, with the production, because I'm a sound geek, but every video I've seen, do you know how hard it is for you to be in a stadium and it sounds crisp? Like every video I've seen of her, like that shit sounds like it's you got headphones on, but you're in a stadium with thousands of people. Like I don't know what kind of soundboard she got or whatever the hell she using, but that shit sound just as crisp. That like what? Like what are you using? Shit. But just like you said, Gene, there's some shit they invented, huh?
Well, I'm gonna just say
probably so.
She's gonna have the best sound.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get what you pay for. So you're gonna pay that money, but you gonna get a damn show. And once again, I'm still really surprised that Jay ain't even coming out to do no songs. It's just her.
Crazy in love, nothing.
Yeah, he ain't coming. Jay is like Gene sitting there with a cigar in his mouth. I'm like, go on, baby. That look good.
Okay, he's good with his 12 share. He is great with his 12 share. Let me say that again.
Go on, baby.
Yeah, do your thing,
I
baby.
see. Jay is sitting in the booth, sitting in the box, talking about, hey, look at Blue Ivy. Girl, you look a little bit better than you did last night, Blue. All right, look a little bit better.
Jay done checked the box office to see what the number was.
Yes.
That's all. That is it right there. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Jay ain't doing up but checking the box office.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So, once again, if you're checking Beyonce, go ahead and post your video. So, we definitely want to check it out. Another thing that was big this week, and I raised a little eyebrow at it, Michael Oher, former NFL player Michael Oher, you know him from The Blind Side. The movie was about his life. Growing up in poverty, growing up in what did he call it? The system, because he was adopted or supposedly adopted.
Foster care.
That's what. Thank you, Boog. That's what I was looking for. So growing up in the foster care system. If you saw the movie, which I'm sure everybody has, they play it every weekend on TBS. On one of them stations,
every weekend.
You're gonna see the goddamn Blind Side. That shit is gonna come on. Once again, it made like over $300 million at the box office. I gotta say that what's her name? Sandra Bullock. You know she got an Academy Award for that, playing Leanne Tui. She played the shit out of that thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she played the out of that.
Yeah, she did. So once again, and the movie was up for Academy Award. It didn't win, but Sandra Bullock won. But Michael Oher, who's 37 years old right now, he played like 8 years in the NFL. Fairly successful. He wasn't a superstar player, but he was a good player in the NFL. But he filed a lawsuit, basically saying that he was never adopted. What happened is he's
calling them out. Is what he's doing.
Yes, he said the Tuohys basically made him sign paperwork that gave them a, how do you say, conservatoryship, You know, the same thing.
Conservatorship.
The same thing that Britney Spears had, where her daddy controlled
right,
everything, and you don't control nothing. You just show
somebody
up.
need to regain control of her.
Yeah,
that's another show. That's another show.
Look, Britney about to go through some real depression. We'll talk about that in a minute. So
she seems to like Plies though. I think her and Plies.
Look,
he seems to like her.
Plies love him some Britney Spears. You hear me?
So he gets so excited about Britney and them little panties. Oh my gosh!
I thought you know Plies got that coochie contract. I thought Plies was gonna say, Britney, look, whoa. Bam.
We're gonna come back to Britney.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to Britney in a second. Because Britney had her conservatorship too, which she just got rid of this year.
It was removed, right?
Yeah, it was removed this year. So Michael Oher is saying, hey, they made a movie about my life. I really didn't make that much money off of the movie. He says he feels slighted. He said the family's made all this money and he wants to get rid of the conservatorship, which I don't understand why a 37-year-old man would still have one.
Well, hell, Britney Spears ain't no spring chicken, and she had one. And the reason being is she was unstable.
Yeah, Britney had some issues. I've never seen anything. You know, Michael Oher wrote a book maybe like 4 or 5 years ago talking about everything. So, yeah, I haven't seen anything where he ain't Johnny Manziel going out spending $5 million in a day and shit like that. So...
But you know, that's the assumption that they put on us. Yeah. So maybe that's why the conservatorship was put in place. You know, we don't want this colored dye to, you know.
Yeah. And Michael said he just found out about it like 6 months ago, which
that's crazy.
I kind of find that hard to believe, because if you've been in the NFL, you got agents, you got a lot of people you're dealing with, and they're dealing with your finances. And Michael Oher played long enough where I think he was on his like second or third contract. So that means he got major money, and he played left tackle. So that position gets paid.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that position gets paid.
The quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know what a left tackle is, that's why the movie was called The Blind Side. Because if you're a left tackle, you are protecting the quarterback from getting hit and he not see it. So that's why that position is a prime position, and they get paid. Them left tackles get paid.
And you know the reason, you know which player started that, made it there? It was Lawrence Taylor. It was Lawrence Taylor that hit that Lawrence Taylor put on.
Exactly. Yeah, Lawrence was hitting them, hitting the mofos.
Right. So the left tackle was put in place to stop people like him.
Stop them linebackers.
Yeah, he put a nasty hit on the quarterback, and I don't know if the quarterback ever played again.
A few of them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor was old nasty mofo, and you're right. But once again, that was a different age of football. The way Lawrence played, you can't play like that now, because you can't look. Tom Brady has retired now, but if you even touch Tom Brady helmet, flag, you can't touch the quarterback. Like the quarterback. If I get to you, I'm taking you down.
I get to you.
That's my job. I'm taking you down, and I'm taking you down hard.
That's correct. But
you
can't do it. You saying you can't play like that when Lawrence Taylor played. You can't play like that when Warren Sapp played.
Yeah, you're right. Look, Warren had some issues like that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You are right. And it was a whole. It was with Warren Sapp. It was a whole big old thing. I remember that game. It was a Monday night game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Warren Sapp played for them, playing the Green Bay Packers with Brett Favre. And Warren hit Brett Favre. And the coach got all upset. And at the end of the game, the coach ran up on Warren Sapp and was like, why you hit that man like that? And Warren Sapp was like, put a jersey on. I hit you like that too. Put a jersey on.
I hit you, put a jersey on.
And Warren just said, put a jersey on. Put a jersey on, man. He said that's the game. That's what we do. I hit the quarterback. That's my job. My job is getting to the quarterback and hitting his ass. That's what I do. So don't give me that, you shouldn't hit him this way. That's the job. Hit the quarterback.
It's the job.
But now, of course, you can't hit the quarterback or they don't want you to. It's frowned upon now. Let me say it like
it's frowned.
The shit is frowned upon at this juncture. And I get the whole thing they put in where, you can't hit the quarterback in his knees. I get that. You shouldn't hit
no helmet to helmet.
That's
common sense. Now we get it.
Yeah, I get that part. But if you got a clean lick on him, you should be able to slam his ass to the.
Just because you knocked the wind out that motherfucker, it should not be a flag.
Don't be mad at me. So yeah, that's why
Right.
Michael Oher made a whole lot of money because he once again he played for Baltimore. He was a pretty good football player. He had the size and everything. And if you saw the movie, you saw that the Tuohys, brought him into their household, basically gave him structure, gave him a home. It was a little bit of side eye because he went to the Tuohys college that they went to. He went to Ole Miss.
Right.
And of course, the Tuohys were boosters for Ole Miss. The father Tuohy, he played. Did he play a sport? Yeah, I think he played. Did he play baseball or whatever for them? Like, so he was part of the sports program at Ole Miss. And college football is big business.
Oh, huge
Very
business.
big business.
Oh,
they,
yes.
they
Huge
end up
business.
they end up getting Michael to go to their alma mater, which I'm sure the school was very happy about that.
They was happy with it. They was definitely happy,
Yeah.
and they probably got compensated.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. In some kind of way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in some kind of way, shape, or form. So this conservatorship, Michael said he just found out about it and he wants to end it. I don't know. Like once again, like you ain't got no financial advisor, like at this point. And the money from the movie, an article I read, so the family supposedly split like $200,000 from the movie. Supposedly the family also got like 2.5% of the film's net profits. The Tuohy said that ain't correct. And then somebody was like, well, Michael Oher, basically you see why they're protesting the actor strike now, because that's what Hollywood does. Hollywood gonna take the money, but who's gonna get it? The actors don't really get it. Does the producer get it? I feel like the film studio gets that shit. It's like the music industry. The record company gonna get paid.
Oh, yes. Oh,
The
yes.
record company gonna get their money. Now, will the artists get their money? Maybe if they go on the road and earn it that way, but you not
How
gonna
do
get
actors?
the big money.
How do actors get their money? Actors don't get on the road.
Yeah, but usually actors
No.
get theirs, whatever they negotiate up front.
That's what they get.
Unless you're Tom Cruise or Will Smith, or like when you're that big, you can say, I don't want a salary, but I want 0.5% of the gross. I
Right.
want
And
0.5,
and royalty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I want the DVD
Look.
sales. I want the streaming. I want part of that.
Yeah, and even don't isn't it royalties even if it does get played on what's the station you say it comes on all the time?
Yeah, on TBS all the time. Yeah, TBS and ESPN,
Yeah,
they play that shit every weekend. Yeah, you should get somebody getting money from it.
No, you got to, because they're selling advertisement on the
Yes.
station. You're
Yeah.
using my programming. So yeah, money, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah, but I can see
Yep.
Michael Oher feeling like this is my life story. I need to be maybe getting the lion's share of it or something, or you need to be getting something.
You
I think
definitely
maybe that's what this is he is realizing now that he should have gotten more of the lion's share. However, the family, they, and naturally so, they're out there talking about, they didn't make any money off the movie. They didn't, they don't have this, they don't have that. You guys are lying.
But remember, the family had money anyway. They did franchise. They had like Taco Bell franchises and some other franchise. Like, so the family had money. Money was not. They weren't hurting for nothing.
No, they
But
weren't hurt for
people
nothing. They
with
took him
money,
in.
people with money, they continue to make money.
They damn sure do.
That's all that they do. So you can't tell me that these people didn't earn anything extra based on this movie.
Yeah.
Nah, they did.
I'm not buying it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's just realizing now, like, you know what? I should have went about this deal a little bit differently.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to see what's going on with that, because at this point, he filed a lawsuit earlier this week. But both sides have been back and forth talking about it, because the family's talking, well, Michael's saying that ain't true. That ain't never happened. This ain't never happened. And
when
they say, we didn't make that much off of it. But you made something. Exactly. If I said Gene made $200,000, Gene might be like, oh no, I didn't make that much. Knowing good and well he made $199.
Yeah.
But my 200 was more than, you know what I'm saying? Some people play semantics with words like that. So I'm not even buying into them saying, oh, we didn't make that much money off of it.
Yeah.
But you made something.
But it had to be some kind of contract there on the table, because everything that I've read said that whatever proceeds came from the money was split 5 ways. And that was for Mr. Toohey, Mrs. Toohey, the daughter, SJ, and then Michael Oher. So it's 5 of them. So so if the money was, what was in place to make the money get split 5 ways? Some kind of shit was signed. Something was there signed that everybody got a piece of this pie that's being served, the sweet potato pie that's on the table right now, the green sweet potato pie.
No, my nigga, that is seeming more like from the help a shit pie that they have served Michael Oher. I'm just saying.
They serving some of that mini shit pie?
That's what it sounds like to me. You know my new favorite, bullshit.
Bullshit. That little white boy, bullshit. Bullshit.
No, that little white boy is my
that's
go-to now. Bullshit. Yeah, come on. And that's all that we ever ask is just be fair with us.
Yeah.
You got to look at it like this. That entire family, they getting 4 shares out of the 5.
Yeah. Now,
they can still pool their money together as a family and continue with the generational wealth. And my man over here is getting 1/5 of the money.
I mean, I got you. Now think about this too, because the last article I read, they were telling people, okay, so how do you really feel about The Blind Side? I've seen it a couple of times. I mean, when I say see it, I mean sitting there looking at the whole movie all the way through.
Okay.
Look at the stereotypes in that movie. Like,
yep.
How do you feel about because it makes and Michael Oher even said it. He was like, the only thing I don't like about the movie, it made me seem like I was dumb. He's like, I'm not dumb.
Yes,
you know,
it
I'm
did.
not. Yeah,
it
so
did.
it made it seem like he can't pass tests, or he was. I want to say did they say he was dyslexic, or he couldn't take a written test, but he could take it verbally. You know. So he said that wasn't not my life. He said, you know, and I know they embellish some things for the movies to make the story better. He's like, but I'm not dumb at all. But the movie basically, you know, showcases a lot of black stereotypes. Michael is dumb. He needs a white woman to come in and save him. You know, so it's some themes in that movie that are a little bit cringeworthy. I mean, and it is a sense of truth. You know, they did take him in and stuff, so it is some truth in it. But I think they kind of play up some things, like, you know, Michael beat up the drug dealer, you know, in the neighborhood. You know, it's just, I don't know. It makes people of color in that movie look like all of the stereotypes. We sell drugs and beat our women. We don't pay our rent because we get evicted. You know.
I don't think he needed a white woman. I think what happened was they saw him as an opportunity. They saw his size. They saw, we can actually engineer this project to get it to work out for our good. You're not going to tell me that him being of that size magnitude, they weren't thinking football from the jump.
Well, they did, you know, because the way the movie portrays it, Miss Toohey was the one who took him to the coach and was like, hey, you might need to look at him. You know, look at this size. You might need that, you know.
Opportunist, maybe?
Yeah, because you got to understand, if we can be feeders for Ole Miss, how lucrative of that is that for us? They're winning championships. We're getting merchandise.
Yeah.
You don't even know the kind of deals that they were able to wage, because they were already sitting pretty, you know, with the university anyway.
They already had a relationship with the school. Yeah. And then don't forget, in the movie they had his tutor who also went to Ole Miss. You know, so yeah, everybody was putting the full court press on him, like, hey, no, you don't need to go to Tennessee. You don't need to go to you need to go to Ole Miss. That's the best school out there. That's where we went, you know. So yeah, so I'm not gonna not look at the movie if it's on. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. They even had people trying to call for Sandra Bullock, like, hey, you need to give your Oscar back because it wasn't right. Like, come on, man. Like, she didn't have nothing to do with the Oscars. She played her ass off for the movie.
Yeah,
that shit ain't got nothing to do with her.
She was the actor. She didn't have anything.
Yeah, that shit had nothing to do with her. Yeah.
She ain't had nothing to do with the actual story. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. So, so we'll see what's going to go on with the Michael Oher thing. Speaking of conservatorship, and we talked about Britney Spears a minute ago. So Britney Spears is divorcing her new husband, because they ain't even been married a whole year. They ain't even been married 6 months, have they? I don't know when they got married earlier this year. And, she couldn't get married because of the conservatorship. So after, that was lifted, she got married to the guy. I think he was like an actor or something. He's been in some TV shows or something. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think I would have married her homeboy. Like, my wife can't be on TV dancing around a pole and stuff, and she just put that on the internet. But Brittany is Brittany. Brittany who do her thing. It's Brittany, bitch.
Yeah, it's Brittany. It's Brittany. And Plies don't have a problem with her. Plies don't have a problem with her.
Yeah, look, Plies, just like y'all said, Plies love him some Britney Spears.
Love.
I
hear what I'm saying. Love him some Britney Spears.
I used to like the old Britney Spears. I did like Britney Spears. And believe it or not, I like when Britney and Justin Timberlake were together. I liked them as a couple. But then Justin was like, this bitch crazy. Like, so we're gonna have to go ahead and look. Justin.
You see how Gene can look at a woman and tell that they got the nasty. Justin looked at Brittany and said she got the crazy.
And I gotta get out of here. But hey, Justin got a #1 album off of it, spilling his feelings in the air. Him and Timberland. So it kind of worked out. But Brittany just went down. She had that episode where she was bald headed and cut all her hair off, and then she was attacked in the paparazzi with an umbrella and. But I think the telltale sign of this, remember she was married to Kevin Federline, and they have kids, but Brittany kids don't have nothing to do with her. Like they don't want to have nothing to do with her. Like they're embarrassed.
But that's because I think they came about
stuff.
at a time. They came about at a time that she was going through her battles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they got pulled away from that. And they just didn't get a chance to have a relationship with her.
But I think they did initially, but when they got of that age where, in that situation, the kids can decide once they reach a certain age, hey, I want to spend more time with mom or I want to spend more time with dad. Them sons was like, we good with daddy because mama is a trip. Mama be out. Mama is on one. Do you hear me? She is on one. And so, but I feel bad when I look at Brittany though, because I feel like her situation, she went from, the Mickey Mouse Club, very successful pop career. And then it might be mental problems. I don't know. But like the shit went downhill and the shit is still going down. She's got money, but once again, money don't make you happy. You can be sad with a lot of money, but I feel like she's grasping for stuff. When she do them videos and we put them on Instagram, is she just looking for attention? Like, I don't know. Like what's going on?
Unfortunately, she is just looking for attention.
Yeah, she's Britney Spears, man.
and even the family issues, because with the conservatorship with her dad, him and her really didn't have a good relationship. Her and her mama didn't talk for some years. Remember, her sister was fairly successful herself, being in Disney movies and stuff. She tried to sing, but that shit didn't work for the little sister. But like they don't have a relationship. Like, so she's like really, not good with the family. Like who does she even have in her corner? That's why I feel bad for her. Because like, who does she even have?
I agree. And who's not gonna go crazy when you don't have your family and close friends around?
Yeah. So that's why I say she's probably gonna go through another bout of depression with this divorce. I just hope they get some people around her to help her. Look, maybe Plies will do it. Plies, help that girl.
Plies, help
her, Plies. Plies will do it.
You know what? He's willing to do just about anything for her right about now.
And I wouldn't even be shocked by that. I wouldn't be shocked by it. Look, if Brittany got a new song and Plies is on it, a remix with Plies, I'm not surprised. That shit is not going to surprise me.
It's not at all. Be fire. It's gonna be fire.
It'll definitely be fire.
And it's gonna be fire, and it's gonna give her a resurgence in her career.
Yes.
Watch.
There you go.
She already got what's his name is always in her corner. He said he will always. Will.i.am. She's done some songs with Will.i.am, and Will.i.am was like, she's very talented. He's like, she's going through some stuff, but I always got her back. I'm gonna be down for Brittany. Look, she got Will.i.am and she got 2 black men that's got her back. She gonna come back.
She's gonna be fine.
Britney Spears is gonna come back. Y'all don't understand. Hit Me Baby One More Time. She's gonna do a remix.
She's determined to make a comeback.
She's gonna do a remix of that shit.
She gonna be fine.
Because she should be out on the road with all these little 90 shows going on with Vanilla Ice and Tone Loc. She should be on them tours making money.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys,
Yeah, she should
absolutely.
be out there making money. Even though she's not the same Britney that had on the Catholic girl outfit. She don't need to wear that shit no more. But
no, that's what Plies like. That is what Plies like.
He like that with the
yeah,
little
but
red pants.
she looking a little methed out. She don't know. She don't
Hey.
need to be wearing it.
Hey, how she dry humped on that towel? Oh yeah, yeah.
Look, she's not
Brit,
what she did for MTV. Remember, she kissed Madonna on the video awards. Tongue kissed in the mouth. On
Oh
national
yeah.
TV.
Oh, that was some hot stuff.
Tongue
right there.
kissed. On the mouth.
Gene, you watched that video way longer than I did.
Hey, that was some hot stuff right there.
Look,
That
that
was
was
some
MTV
hot
before
stuff,
before the
boy.
hub. Man, people was like, oh my God, did she just tongue kiss her in the mouth?
In the whole mouth, baby. Yeah,
That's Madonna. La Isla Bonita. Shit.
yeah.
But yeah, Britney Spears,
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with her. Now, the biggest thing that is clouding my mind this week, I'm very upset by it because I have a family member that has been there from day one, and it's called Winn Dixie. Winn Dixie has been my grocery store. I've grown up on Winn Dixie. It has been like a family member to me. Gene, look, y'all need to understand. Back in the day, it's probably still Gene probably hide it now, but back in the day, whenever you saw Gene.com, he had a damn check soda in his hand.
Yeah, I definitely
Absolutely.
Whenever you
definitely
seen
did that.
Gene, he had a cream check soda in his hand.
did.
So
I
understand,
did.
and I mean to the
No,
point
no,
where,
listen. Gene is the one that introduced me to the peach check soda.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Check soda, man. That's been part of any black barbecue, get together, funeral, whatever. Check soda is gonna be there. Y'all need to understand how deep Winn Dixie, the roots of Winn Dixie goes in the culture here, in the Southeast. Now,
Right.
also with like me, like I don't eat regular Pop-Tarts. The only Pop-Tarts I eat is the Winn Dixie brand. I'm telling you, like if you can bring me a box of regular Pop-Tarts, I don't fuck with them. It has to be the Winn. It got to be the frosted cherry Winn Dixie brand. Like I don't fool with the
man.
other ones. I'm telling you. So the news came out this week that Winn Dixie is being sold to Aldi, and I don't know how to act about that. I don't know what to say. I didn't see that shit coming. That shit hit me
Well,
like a train on the train.
Winn
track.
Dixie's been around forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Yeah, and then like they went through, what is it, maybe like 15 years ago, they went through like the bankruptcy thing and they kind of split the company off with Buy Low, and then they made them Harvey's stores, Harvey's grocery stores, and then I looked at Winn Dixie with the side eye because it seemed like the Winn Dixies in the black community, they changed to Harvey's. And then I was like, Harvey's, that reminds me of Steve Harvey, and I ain't gonna shop at that shit with Steve.
You know what?
I didn't shop at the Harvey's. I don't even recognize Harvey's, but that's still part of the Winn Dixie umbrella. But yeah, so I mean, is it the end of check sodas with all? Because
Don't say that.
Aldi's is a German company. They're moving into the South. I think they have them now in Jacksonville. I know when I lived in DC, I shopped at Aldi because they were, it was the closest one to my house, the closest grocery store. But understand, the grocery market up north is different than here in the South. In the South, we got Winn Dixie, we got Publix, and them the two big dogs. They used to have A&P and stuff like that, but the big dogs in the South. I mean, if you go up in Georgia, you got Piggly Wiggly and stuff like that. We don't really have those.
Or Kroger.
Yeah,
in
Kroger.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Or
Kroger. But like I'm telling you, up north, you got Wegmans, you got Harris Teeter, you got Aldi, you got Shoppers, you got Giant, you got like so many big brands up there. So you got your selection. So from what I read, Aldi is buying Winn Dixie so they can move into the South. And you damn sure got the South if you bought Winn Dixie.
You right about that.
Yeah. So I mean this has jarred me this week. I hadn't felt this bad since when they stopped making Clark's chopped beefsteaks at Winn Dixie. y'all don't understand how some shit affects my life. That shit affects my life.
Listen, we learn a new thing every day, every week.
Nigga, my mom used to make Clark's at least twice a week. Clark's chopped beefsteaks. And you could only buy them at Winn Dixie.
affects my life.
It does.
Like,
This is life. This is life changing. Gene, Gene, if they get rid of check sodas, you tell me you gonna still be the same? No, you're not gonna be the same, Gene. You're not.
So what you're saying is we need to buy up as much check soda as we can right now.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to do that.
But it would behoove
I'm
you.
not gonna put that out there. All I'm saying is Winn Dixie has been bought. You know what happens when things get bought. Right now,
they get rid of the good shit, bring in new bullshit. You know, I know how it goes.
Look, we talked about Boog's life is different now, but you know why? Because Bed Bath & Beyond was bought. They gone.
There you go.
They gone.
They
You'll never
are
see them
no
again.
more.
You'll never see them little coupons come in your mail ever again. It's gone.
They will not.
Your life has changed. So I'm not telling you what to do with Winn Dixie. I'm just saying I'm going to try to get some Pop-Tarts this weekend. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all can handle this the way y'all want to handle it. I just wanted to break
I'm going to get as much peach check as I can, my brother.
I wanted to break the news to Gene because I know he would it would hurt it would hurt him. This is life changing.
He sounds a little dumbfounded, like speechless.
Well, no, the thing of it is, I did find about the news yesterday. Shout out to Beanie the Maestro, who's actually employed in the IT department by Winn Dixie.
Winn Dixie? Shout out to Beanie.
Gene, hold
hit the bell.
Gene, hold that thought. Shout out to Winn Dixie just because their corporate office is in Jacksonville. That's once again, I'm telling you, this is the roots of community. Winn Dixie has been in Jacksonville for that's their corporate office. Beanie up there with the big boys. Wearing a shirt and tie. He can wear up there wearing a shirt and tie. Look, with 2 monitors on his desk and shit. This is real, y'all. This is
real. Like he handles the POS systems and all that stuff.
What Beanie gonna work at now? Call him. Get him on the phone. Do we still have a job? Is he upset? Like this some shit, man.
Well, I mean, the IT department is normally okay because they're gonna still need it still has to run. So his department, but now marketing, that's gonna change. That department's gonna change.
Marketing always changes when the businesses get bought. Look at Lady Eloise and when Marcus.
That's right.
Lady Eloise bought the company, and Marcus was out of the job.
You did not just bring up Lady Eloise.
Boog, we're talking about marketing. Did you see that when Strange and all that came along? Marcus used to run the marketing department. He used to run it. But then when Lady Eloise bought the company, guess what? He don't run the department no more. Y'all need to understand this is corporate takeover. I'm trying to tell y'all, corporate takeover shit. Ask Marcus. Marcus. I don't have any panties on.
Ask Marcus.
That's right. Ask Marcus. The shit changes. I don't have any panties on, Marcus.
So that's it. Like he know Marcus personally.
Look, all I'm saying, Marcus said he had a chat with Lady Eloise. That's all he did, have a chat.
That's it. I had
That's right. Chat. It's hot in here. People can come in here with no drawers on. What y'all talking about?
So what? People do that all the time. He said, "Could we get it just a little bit darker?
Yeah, just a little bit darker.
Yeah. Can we get it just a little?"
But yeah, shout out to the marketing people over there at Winn Dixie and Buy Low. Shoot, they might not have a job no more.
Yeah.
Lord, you know what?
Lord.
Lord.
I'm telling you,
I don't know what else to say to either of you.
Hey, that's coming to America.
It is. That thing bothered me this weekend when I found that out. Like, Winn Dixie gonna be gone? Like they always been there. They have always been there.
Because they closed a few. You know what? It's reminiscent of Bed Bath & Beyond. They closed several stores, and I thought they were going to be able to make it and stay, but somebody else had to buy them out.
Yeah. The way I felt about Gateway Mall. It used to be the thing, but then all of a sudden it just started, it started going downhill. People bought it. Morrison's left. Maison Blanche left.
Everybody left.
You know what?
Left.
Yes, Mart left.
Who else left?
On Stage left. Shit.
On Stage
you know
left.
What?
The Kicks left.
Yeah, that's
Cloak World left.
Wait, speaking of that, sidebar for a minute. Speaking of that, like On Stage, that's the only place you used to be able to go to get that beaded jacket. Now, Gene, I seen a picture of you on Instagram with a beaded jacket. Where you got that shit from? Where can you buy a beaded jacket from now?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you know who got them now?
Who?
Amazon.
Oh yeah, you can buy any fucking thing on Amazon. Amazon
Listen.
has any fucking thing.
I have to quote a good friend, Sojourner. She said Amazon is amazing. Are they not? They have everything.
Yo, and when I say everything, you name it. I had a situation this week where I have a hard drive. It's an older hard drive, so it doesn't have a USB. It has it was a different cord, and you know that cord. I done had that cord for years, but it stopped working. And so I looked it up on Amazon. It's called a PC data link cable. You know they had that shit on there for sale, right?
I bet they did.
Once again, we ain't got Radio Shack no more. You used to be able to just go to Radio Shack and buy shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't no more Radio Shack.
You can't do that. So you got and Amazon damn show had it. It was like, how many you need? We'll get it to you tomorrow. We can ship it to you tomorrow. How many you need?
That's right. I mean,
and see, that's the difference. When I am looking for something specific, like I'll just say my kid lost the remote control to the sound bar. Okay, I go to eBay to look things up like that. So is eBay gonna be no more because Amazon is taking over?
eBay has gone down.
Pretty much. I mean, it's gone down. I mean,
that hurts my heart. Cause see, I feel. Oh wow!
Boog used to be the eBay queen too. Boog could find you some shit on eBay.
I was gonna resurrect my eBay career since Bed Bath & Beyond is no more.
No. That's like trying to resurrect that. It's like trying to resurrect MySpace.
Yeah. MySpace.
It's just not coming out.
That's like you buying a new car right now talking about y'all got a cassette deck player in here? No, nigga.
That's correct.
We don't do
that's
that
correct.
anymore.
Boog, it's like going to cosmetology school, but the only thing you want to learn is how to do curls.
Mm-hmm.
It's not coming
back.
We don't even.
It's not coming back.
Even though you
you're
can,
like bump this.
even though you can still go to Salads and buy some Carefree Curl Activator. I seen it in there. I seen them yellow bottles. Them yellow bottles are still there. I don't know who uses them now, but they're still there.
I've seen it too. I have seen it too.
Mm-hmm.
It is still there.
Carefree Curls.
I don't really know much you could do with it now, man. But maybe might flow with it. I don't know. I don't know what to use. What can you use for? I mean, you don't disinfect your countertop with it. I mean, what do you do with it?
I have no idea.
What do you do with Curl Activator in 2023?
I don't know. All I do, I remember that being in our bathroom. All them little yellow bottles with the red writing on it.
Writing,
Every curl.
This is what I want to know. Not the fact that it's still in stores. What factory is still making it? and not only that. See, this gets deeper now. What factory still makes Curl Activator, and what do the workers there look like? Bigger than Nino Brown.
It's bigger than that. And here's the thing, Boog. I mean, Gene, I think, and I'm just going to assume this is assumptions here by me. I think it's got to be a factory in China. Got to be. And I think they all have on the white hairnet things.
And I think they got curls.
I think they might have curls. I think you're right.
No.
I think you're right. My thing is, I really thought Carefree Curl was going to be bought out by Soul Glow, but they didn't make that. They didn't happen.
It didn't happen like that.
Yeah, they didn't.
That didn't happen. Like that. I think Soul Glow was the mockery of Carefree Curl. I think that's what it was.
It was. But we was willing to roll with it anyway.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was 80s, so we roll with it.
Okay, so can I just throw a confession out there?
Go ahead.
Since we're talking about Carefree Curl, the Curl Activator gel.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
There was like it wasn't the activator one, but there was like another gel. Oh yeah, I definitely used that in my hair because I wanted a curl, not realizing I had curly hair.
I think it's crazy. The funny thing here's the funny thing. When I first met Boog had her hair straightened. She looked like a colonizer.
Dang it.
So what you mean your hair because your hair is curly now. How did you make that? Because now that I think about it, your hair is always curly now. But when I met you, Boog.
That was back in the relaxer days.
So you had a relaxer on your hair?
Oh, absolutely.
Because Boog was around here looking like Meryl Streep with straight hair and shit.
You know what? Oh my God. not Meryl Streep.
Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, we tell y'all all the time, Boog can change her hair and she will pass. Yes, she will.
Now, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen Boog with the straight hair. It did look like she had a Because remember,
Mixed.
Chill, you had several different curls. You had the carefree curl,
Had that
you
leisure.
had the Jerry curl, and then
Mhm.
you had that leisure.
Had that
And a
leisure
lot of
curl.
them,
Yep.
and a lot of the leisure curl, what they would do was get a reverse,
Mm.
and it'd just be the perm look like it'd be the straight hair. I've seen Boog
Mm.
back in the day with that straight hair.
Yep.
Boog had the highlight. Boog had the highlights in it too.
You
Yep.
know what?
Yep.
What JJ Fad stage, we seen that. We seen her saw that. And then Boog, we saw you light stage.
Mm.
You know, we saw
Yes.
your MC Light on the train.
Yes.
When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes to the, we saw that
Yep.
page.
Got the
Like
got the bamboo
Justin
earrings. Got the bamboo earrings.
Got the
Mhm.
bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
At least 2
Dough
pair.
knockers.
Looking like
He
the
had the
real,
dough
True,
knockers.
looking like
true.
the real Roxanne. We saw you.
We saw the 4-finger ring boogie.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I definitely had two finger rings. Like one was heart, and the other one I think was my name. Like
Oh my
that
God.
was the thing. That was the thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
The
I've
thing, man,
gone
that had-
through some definite hair changes, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this little short do. I've learned to work with what God gave me, which is naturally curly hair. And I don't need the curl activator. But here's the confession. Sometimes when I'm in Sally's and I do see the curl activator, I just open the bottle and smell it a little bit. It just reminds me of back in the day.
You have a problem. No, I'm gonna take that back. You don't have a problem, Boog, because I tell you this right now. This is my confession. I go into Sally's.
For me, I'm like, oh shit.
I go into Sally's and grab some of that sulfur 8 and open it up and just take a big whiff of that sulfur smell.
Oh,
'Cause that reminds me of that
chill.
childhood. That sulfur 8. Y'all better recognize it.
Chill, not that sulfur 8 water, man.
That sulfur 8.
Oh man, I used to hate that, and I knew somebody who used to drink it. It used to smell like raw egg coming out the water.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Somebody's water sewage was broken.
Yep.
That sulfur
That's
water
sulfur.
came
That's
through
that
there.
sulfur water. That's right.
Chill.
Sulfur 8. That reminds me of childhood right there, boy. That sulfur 8. Hair grease.
Man, chill.
For that scalp. Go put some of that sulfur 8 on your scalp. Y'all don't even understand.
Ooh.
Y'all do not. Speaking of scalps, Gene, what is this? Now, I saw on the internet. Now if you follow Gene on social media, make sure you follow him, Gene.com on Instagram. Gene has a weekly.
Spell it all out. Gene.
Gene DOTCOM.
COM. Yeah.
Gene has a weekly standing Friday barber appointment because he always takes a picture. Always in the chair. He shows the fresh cut.
Yeah.
So, Gene,
Hit the bell on that.
Last week, I saw that did you go to a different barber? Because you got a lady cutting your hair. And when I say she was massaging your scalp, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I need that. I need her to touch my scalp like that.
Hey, listen. So, shout out to Jazz, the barber, who, I tell her, you basically kidnapped me, is what you did.
Wow. Okay.
You snatched me. You trafficked me. Like you.
Oh no.
You courted me, and then you snatched me because
gosh.
I specifically told her I don't want no haircut. I was concerned about, and understand, you saw the actual services being rendered. Chill.
Mhm.
I had already been going to her for a month.
Oh, okay.
So Boog, it wasn't
Okay.
like okay, when I showed you guys the reel, I was already, that was the first time in a chair. No, we had already been kind of volleying back and forth, and she was doing the services. So
I mean,
let me
but
tell
wait,
you.
so what?
You know
she-
what?
but so she-
Gene is making this sound. He's making my eyebrow raise. He was
I mean,
already
but
doing
here-
the service.
But that's what I think. So was she? What is she a barber? Is she a hairstylist? Is she?
Yeah.
Because I just saw her massaging your scalp, and I'm telling you,
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, I need that done.
You need this. No, listen, chill. It's a different way of life. I'm telling you, it's a different way of life. And shout out to Ramin the barber. We had a great run. I was, been going there since 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Going to him since 2007, faithfully. But in this season in my life, I
needed something else.
I need that extra. Well, one thing about it, my hair was in a stagnant place. I was not happy with it, meaning there was some areas that had some trouble spots. And I'm looking for recommendations now at this point because I'm not ready to make a subtle change where like, oh, my hair is just gone.
You're not gonna
Like
do
I
the
got,
you're not
I
gonna
got,
do
I,
the
I
Michael
got
Michael
a
Jordan.
big change.
You're not gonna do the Michael
yes,
Jordan and just take it all ball.
just take it all bald because I got too much hair that wants to grow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then if that's your situation, you just work on the trouble spots.
So let's get some suggestions in, and I just wasn't getting that. So long story short, fast forward, I hooked up with the big bro Terrence Pickett and asked him who does his hair because Pickett and I were going to this other young lady where all she did was washed, massaged, and stimulated growth with her product. Her product was good,
Okay.
but he was no longer going there, and I couldn't catch up with her because of my scheduling. So who do you go to now? Because I'm looking at your hair. I'm like, okay, I like it. He was like, listen, I'm gonna put you on with Jazz. She does real good. I said, okay, cool. And he said she also cuts. I said, well, I don't need her to cut. I just want her to do the massage.
We just want her to massage these hair follicles and stuff like that. That's all we need.
Right. And give me some suggestions of what I need to be shampooing with or whatever. So understand this. First consultation, I get in a chair. She says, okay, Gene, what are your concerns? These are my concerns. I show her the trouble spots. Boom, boom, boom. She said, you're really not in bad shape. What I'm going to recommend is some biotin shampoo and some biotin condition. I'm going to also suggest you do a biotin vitamin, a liquid vitamin, and put some moisturize your hair. There's a biotin moisturizer that you can put on. And I think that we're going to be fine with this. She not only suggested it, she went and picked the items up for me. So at my next appointment, it was already there waiting for me.
I like that service. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
So now you got me feeling like a VIP. When I walk in there, okay, I'm giving you my first time experience. When I walk in there, the lights are dim. I could see the smoke from the steam from the sink that she's already getting it prepared. Dude, Chris Bodie is playing.
Oh, shit.
Nancy Wilson is
Okay. Because I was going to ask you, was some Erykah Badu playing or something? But okay, Chris Bodie, I got you. Got some jazz and stuff going. Okay, I got you. I'm feeling you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. So, all of this is going on. So she starts the service. I obviously am knocked out. I go to sleep.
We know it don't take Gene much.
No, so I'm out the whole time. I don't even realize I'm getting a facial. I don't even realize that. I'm out.
Oh, okay. So she did facial too. She's doing hair and facial. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're gonna get the hair washed. You're gonna get it massaged. You're gonna get the facial. You're getting the steam effect.
Okay.
You're getting all of that. Now, meanwhile, again, all of this good music is playing in the background. The lights are dim. So now she brings the lights up. She's drying me off, blow drying, boom, boom, boom. And so she asked me this. This was this one question. She says, Gene, do you like this line in the back? Because I don't. I think you're too grown to have a line in the back. So let me just fade it out. It makes your neck look skinnier or whatever. I don't like it. She turned them clippers on.
Okay.
Bull, chill. She never turned them off. All I know is open my eye. Okay. Then she sits my head back again, which I like that because now I can go back to sleep. She puts my head on the headrest. She's doing the beard.
Okay.
Man, when she turned, and she did it on a Thursday, I'm scheduled to go to Ramin that Friday. Keep in mind, I just wanted to get it washed, let him cut it on Friday. She cut me so good Thursday. I had to call Ramin and say, Ramin, I won't be in today. I won't be in today.
Damn.
Look, and ain't been back. He probably ain't even been back.
Hey, listen, chill. She made it tough to come back. This is what I'm saying, the snatchy part. Now, my schedule is a little different because, I do entertain during the week. So on Tuesdays, I want to have a fresh line or whatever. She doesn't even do services on Tuesdays. Mondays and Tuesdays she
She's
off.
off.
Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, she gonna get it all in, right?
Okay.
Right.
When she sent me a text and said, I can take you Tuesday.
Mm. Look, she want to make sure
That is music to your
she want to make
ears.
sure you at R&B bingo looking your best.
Listen,
I ain't even
chill.
mad at her. I ain't mad at her.
She texted me and said, I can take you Thursday. I meant Tuesday. Now keep in mind, I wasn't expecting this. I was going to Ramin Tuesday.
Not no more.
She
Not no
texted
more.
me Sunday and said, I'm sitting here doing my schedule. I can take you Tuesday. She said, I can't promise you every Tuesday, but I could take you Tuesday. I said, okay. So I'm
That was it. She got you.
Boog, he ain't even been back to Ramin. He ain't been back.
Listen,
Lord,
I ain't
have mercy.
been. I listen. I did go back, but that was to put the Keith Murray poster in his.
Wow. You ain't go back for service. Hey, Ramin, let me put this. Keith Murray's coming to town. Let me put this in.
Keith Murray come to town, man. Y'all need to come on.
See you in 2 months, but
shit. Damn. Okay.
Based on the body.
Okay.
But listen. It's nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Beginning of time, y'all have been running the world.
Hey, man. Hey.
It's hard, chill. You got a dude cutting your hair, right? You getting a regular cut. Boom, 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 snip, boom, spray you up, you out the door.
Yeah.
That's hard. You got a soft hand.
Yeah.
You got nurturing touching you. Everything is done.
I mean, here's the thing. I think women are very detailed because my barber is a woman. I mean, even though she's
okay now,
she's a LGBT. She's a. Do you call it a stud? Yeah. Okay. So, but I mean,
yes, that's
so
just don't call her a bulldagger. That's not accepted anymore. But stud is fine.
Bug, you're wrong.
Stud is fine. Okay,
yeah, but I mean, but she cuts damn good. She like that's why I've been going for a minute.
Now, chill, your hair look immaculate. Now.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's what
Listen, I must say.
Yeah.
I thought you looked good.
Yeah.
I thought it looked good.
Gene, I was just like you because you know what? I got this barber from Orlando.
Okay.
My friend Orlando here in Tampa. Yeah, because I was like, dude, who cut your hair? And so, but the funny thing is, of course, men at our age, because, of course, when I went in there the first time, she's like, do you want the Orlando special? Because, he put dye in.
Shit.
He dyed that gray.
Wow.
I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't have that many gray that I needed that. She's like, yeah, he want to look like a 20, so I make him look like a 20.
Okay, can I just interject?
Go ahead.
People, women of my age, we're good with some gray. We are good with gray. Gray is distinguishing. Gray can be sexy. It's the people that are dyeing it all black and you're in your 60s.
Yeah.
But I won't call nobody's name.
I try not to call nobody's name, but look, my uncle is 20 years older than me, and his hair just as black as it want to be. I'm like, come, my hair ain't black, but your hair black, right? Okay.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, okay.
That went out along with the Jerry curl.
Yeah. Well, so
we're looking for a little gray.
She took him away. And you know what, Gene? It's another thing about like if a woman is cutting your hair, that's not a stud. It's something about when they cut the sides of it, and like they breast be like on your shoulder, or sometimes your breast be like on your back. Something about that. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm just telling you.
I mean, there are nice rewards and advantages by being in certain positions when you lay back and a woman is facilitating.
You know what?
When I walk in, like how I used to feel in church right before to get up and preach when I was little. Like I could be fine, alert. As soon as I walk in, I get sleepy. It's like you know what? You know the relaxation is coming.
It's coming.
You know it. And then let me say this. The experience. She has a bar in there. She tops it off.
Oh
with your
hell!
favorite
Okay.
Hit the
Okay.
bell.
Say
Hit
no
the
more. Say no more. You
motherfucking
Okay,
bell
if she got a bar
for
with
having
drinks,
a bar
say
at the
no more.
barbershop.
Say no more.
Guess
homeboy.
what, Gene? I would be sleeping in the barber chair
Say
too.
no more,
And
homeboy.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna give you a different perspective on the barbershop from a female who goes to the barbershop.
Go ahead, boy.
Because I got a man. No, Gene. She has a bar. You got me at. She has a bar. Continue.
Yeah.
It's a bar.
Yeah.
It's a whole bar. I mean, and it dispenses whatever you like.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh.
That would do it. That would definitely do it for me.
Whatever top shelf you like, it's all top shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's a little hunch.
Well,
punch
look,
she be
hey,
making it now. I'm like,
Gene, tell her that when you posted it, I followed her, so I'm already following her on Instagram, and I need to factor that into my schedule. I need to make that happen.
When you come to chill, when you come here, you need to experience this. You need to be up. This needs to be in your life.
Yeah.
What I'll do tomorrow, chill, because I know it's gonna be up in the air when you come, but I'm gonna let her know.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely do that. And I'll make sure I put that on my schedule because yeah, I want my hair follicles touched.
Stimulated.
You know yeah, I want it stimulated. Since we was talking about boomerang earlier, is that a nipple or is that a shadow?
You know what?
It might be a
Yeah,
shadow. Shadow of
well,
a nipple.
guess what? As a female who gets her hair cut at the barbershop, yeah, I have a guy that cuts my hair. There's no titty rubbing up on your shoulder. There's no dick on you. Like, we're safe. We're safe.
No bulge ever hit your shoulder in the chair.
No, there's no way. No, there's no way. There's no possible way.
I was just asking.
No.
Just asking.
Only turn a haircut into a sexual adventure.
I mean, I didn't say that. I'm not saying it's sexual. I'm just saying it's a male and female body. You know, they go together like two pieces of Lego. And I'm just saying, I'm sitting in the chair getting my hair cut, and then it might be a breast on my back. That's all I'm saying, Bug. I ain't trying to make it all out to that. Like I'm sitting in the chair like, ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
Nothing on my back, but that's
turn my chair to the side. Turn my chair to the side.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, Bug. See, don't do that. Don't do that.
I didn't do that. You doing that?
And here's the funny thing. So the funny thing is, didn't we all used to go get haircuts at the same place? When everybody used to go to Clayton when Clayton was in town.
At some point, I know Clayton was my barber.
Yeah. So yeah, at one point in time, Gene, you didn't go to Clayton, but Gene, didn't you go to?
No, I didn't go.
When Clayton didn't have his own shop and he was over there off what is that? Not off Arlington, not Arlington Road, but
Fort Caroline.
Fort Caroline. Gene? Why did I thought you went over there too?
I didn't go over there at that time. I might have been going still to Mr. Small.
I was gonna say because me and Gene used to go to Smalls. Now everybody used to go to Smalls. If you was on the north side, you went to Smalls.
Yeah, you went to Smalls.
Yeah,
you went to Smalls. So I
didn't
switch over from. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead, Bull.
No, real quick, Chill. You may misunderstand when we used to just drive around and pull up at places in the beat van. Maybe that's why you thought, because I'm sure Gene pulled up in the beat van over at Circle of Images at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. We saw,
that was the big flex.
Yeah, we always do van hits in front of Clayton all the time.
Yeah,
bring him CDs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. So maybe that's where the misunderstanding is. But Gene's definitely been out to Circle of Images.
Yeah. Look, driving around the radio station van, huh? You right, Bug. That used to be a
flex.
That used to be a flex. Until they changed the rule. Y'all know I got it wasn't a wreck in the van, but like I broke the axle on the van. Y'all don't remember that? It was raining. I was driving the van. It was raining.
The beat van?
Yeah, it was raining, and then getting off on Union Street, and I was getting off of the expressway, but then I hit the brakes, and then the van started sliding, and so I ran up on like the curve or whatever of the exit, and it broke the axle to the van, and then I got in a little bit of trouble because I wasn't supposed to be driving. I wasn't supposed to be driving. I think I wasn't supposed to be driving it at that time. But I don't know if my car was in the shop or something like that, and I wasn't supposed to be driving it at the time. Look, these are things that y'all never heard of that be happening at the radio station stuff. Yeah. So so I broke the axle to the van, and they were a little bit upset. But then I was like, why y'all upset? The van ain't new. Y'all gave it to us from the country station. If y'all gave us some new shit, this wouldn't happen.
Then we could see why they could be in their feelings about you fucking their shit up.
Damn, this truck 20 years old. Why y'all tripping? You probably can't even get it fixed anyway. They ain't even got the parts for it no more.
You know what?
Y'all tried to wrap it and make it look new. This shit old. Okay, I'm sorry.
We wasn't getting budgets for them trucks.
Right.
Y'all was recycling
That's
them
right.
trucks.
That wasn't never recycled.
Exactly. We got everybody else's hand-me-down.
Yeah. Get on my fucking nerve.
But was billing the most money.
Yeah, billing the most money. Me and Gene on the air, and y'all still got Doug Banks on the van. What kind of shit is that? Anyway, let me stop. I'm gonna stop right now. Let me stop. I'm gonna because this is stuff it's over. We're over with now. That's in the past. Move the fuck on.
Conversation out with 12 Chef.
I'm about to die.
I'm just telling you. This is, like Gene said, this is bigger. This is bigger than Nino Brown right here. This is bigger. There's some shit going on. All this money we making y'all. All this money y'all billing. Y'all don't even understand. And y'all ain't even collected all y'all money from Jazz Coast. Cut it out. Don't ask me for no money. Let me shut up. Okay, we finna go. Cause
people still owe money. A lot of people still owe money. People still owe money.
Hey, listen, I was just gonna say Wednesday this week I happened to ride by Jazz Co. And I've been doing that because I'm still working a COVID Wednesday on my other job. But nevertheless, Jim's place, hey man, it'd be a lot of cars in the parking lot.
Jim's place is still going on. And actually, wait.
What?
Let me tell you something. Jim's place, it's a good location right there on Arlington Expressway. But understand, Jim's place creeps me out because it sits right there by the expressway. But behind it, there are office buildings. That used to be the old FBI office building. A lot of people didn't know that. One of those buildings used to be the FBI building. But
one of them. The other one is the old Concord College.
Yeah, but they're
neither one of them there now.
Dog, but the buildings are empty, and it looked like the damn zombie apocalypse done came out because people done been in the building, kicked out the windows, like it's there nobody in it. But that shit look creepy when you go over there.
It is weird. It's like, okay, you practically destroyed every window. What are we doing with this piece of property?
And it's just sitting there.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna disappear.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
It's gonna disappear.
But
I know it's gonna disappear. High rises are gonna be going up. Arlington Expressway is gonna look totally different because it's gonna match. It's gonna match what your stadium area and all of that. Oh, they got a plan.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But Jim's place is still gonna be in business. They're never gonna go out of business because any place that serves you liquor in plastic cups, they ain't going out of business. They're gonna be in business forever. They're gonna be in business forever. I'm just telling you. Jim's place served that liquor in plastic cups. Come on, now. What did that used to be a Shoney's? What restaurant did that used to be? There used to be a restaurant.
All I ever remembered of it being Jim's place.
No, it was a restaurant. It was like a Shoney's or it was some kind of restaurant before it was.
It was a Shoney's. It was a Shoney's over there.
It might not have been. It was one of them restaurants like Shoney's. It wasn't
like
Chili because Chili's was
like
I don't know what it was, but it was something else before it was Jim's place.
Oh, was it a Bennigan's?
It might have been Bennigan's, Joe. That's what it might have been.
It might have been a Bennigan's.
Yeah. So now it's Jim's place, and like I said, Jim's place. I think they only open like 2 nights a week, right? But that's where them old players be in there, though.
That's what I'm afraid of. When I see all the cars in the parking lot, I wonder who all is up in there. Is it the next generation or is it still our generation?
No,
we still going?
It's our generation. They still in there. They still in there. They ain't got no other place to go. They ain't got nowhere to go. No, most of the old places done closed. Is the Post still open? The Post is still open. The Post is still open. And what's the other place that used to be on Sutel?
Sutel. You smell Sutel. No, not a
down there by the old Pick and
State
Save. Down there by the old Pick and Save. Used to be a club. I can't think of the name of it now.
You think about
Is it Conducive?
Yeah.
Conducive. Yeah.
No. Conducive's not there no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't no place for the old school people to go.
No.
Ain't no place now. Then they closed Jazz's too, right? Didn't Jazz's close?
Yeah,
Jazzy
everything
ain't nowhere for the old school people to go.
But it reportedly though, that they're acquiring another building downtown, but we'll see.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
We shall see. But in the meantime, you can always come to the Live Bar on a Friday.
That's
where
right.
adults
That's
can
what
be
Gene. I'm
adults.
at Live Bar on Friday.
Tuesday
Don't forget
Tuesday nights
Keith
R&B
Murray.
bingo.
Keith Murray is coming to town. What's the date on that again, Gene?
Next
August
Wednesday,
23rd.
August 23rd. You need to come
Oh,
up.
it's next Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
Yep.
This Wednesday coming, the most beautifulest thing in this world.
Yeah, I got to try to shift. I got to try to shift some stuff because I'm mad because I missed Keith Murray before. I got to shift some stuff around. So next Wednesday, the place to be is it's Underbelly, right? Keith Murray.
Yes.
Look, 50 years of hip hop. That's one of the MCs you definitely need to see. Next Wednesday at Underbelly. Keith Murray's gonna be in town. I still can't believe he's gonna be there, but I know he be coming through town. Y'all be bringing him through town. So I gotta change some stuff around to get to that. Once again, thank y'all for listening. Episode 169, Family Radio Podcast. Just go to our Instagram, which is The Family Radio, and you can get to all of our socials. You can hear all of our past episodes. Tell your friends, okay? Because we be telling it like it is. Like, what's the DJ movie that Don Cheadle did? I saw that this week with Taraji P. Henson.
And when I see it though, Chill, I'm not even gonna lie, man. The fact that you even brought it up is making my eyes tear. It's called
Talk to Me.
The name of the Talk to Me.
Yeah,
and
Talk to Me.
Looking at their relationship, it's a story of Petey Green and Dewey. Dewey Hughes.
Dewey Hughes, yeah.
Yes, and it's a story about a convicted felon who gets out of prison, lands a job, and it's based on a real story.
Yeah,
like
that's
it really
right.
happened.
That's right. Blue Blazers really happened. Mr. Blue Blazers.
Blue Blazers really happened. But to look at the course of their relationship, Boog, don't sit on here and tell me you have not seen it.
Oh hell no!
I won't sit on here and tell you that
hell no. I don't even, Gene, I don't even want to give her assignment to look at it because she's not.
No, Gene, I wanted you to continue, Gene.
No, chill. Close the show.
Yeah.
Just close the show.
She's not going to do it.
Close the show.
But look, if you're out there, if you want to see the movie, it's called Talk to Me. Taraji P. Henson, Don Cheadle. Once again, it is a true story based on a DJ in Washington D.C. Petey Green.
We can't keep going like this.
He was a comedian also. Yeah, we can't, Gene. We can't. This is some bullshit. We can't. But
God. Wait a minute.
Dewey Hughes was, he was a part of that whole Radio
you
One.
on a regular basis. You ain't saying nothing about this before today.
Whatever.
No, but you want us to not. But you want us to move our car at Buc-ee's to go in and shop instead of just leaving a cart at the gas pump. This is not fair. What you're asking of us.
And you can't see an African American movie. Come on.
What? Oh my God. Okay. You know what? I'm with Gene. Close us out.
I'm gonna close us out. And I'm praying to the ancestors, Chadwick Boseman. I'm praying to him every night because you ain't even see his other movie. So that's what I'm saying. I tried not to bring that up, but go ahead, boy. I can't with you right now. We're gonna close out the show. Thank you very much.
You know what?
I don't even know if Boog is gonna be here next week because she might not even have a black card to even be on the show anymore. And that's what happens when you straighten your hair and look like a colonizer. That's just what happens.
You know what? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Happens.
But no, listen, remember, I only got one job right now. No, I kind of have two jobs again because I'm a Jamaican.
That's right.
You just keep extra jobs. But I do have a lot more free time than I did before. So I can catch up on all of my movies.
Boog, it's an easy look. You don't have to do nothing but look at Black Panther and Talk to Me. You got 2 movies, 4 hours out of your week.
I can do this.
You sure you can?
I can do this.
Next week you're gonna disappoint me if you ain't seen it. Next week,
no.
I'm telling you, and listen, Bull, it is such a compelling story.
It is.
I'm telling you, if you don't cry at the end, then you ain't a human.
Yeah.
Like if you don't cry at the end, if you don't look at the relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the first time I saw it. I'm not just saying it because he on the line. I'm like, dang, that would have been me and Chill in the 60s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like if we would have had that type of if we would have had that type of opportunity, like Chill's a comedian. I could have harnessed his his comedy career or what have you, or vice versa. Because it was radio. Boog, you got to see it.
Yeah, you got to see it, Boog.
Okay. I'm on it.
this weekend.
As Peter Green would say, don't be doing no signifying, Bug.
Don't be doing no signifying.
Don't be doing no signifying. You need to see the movie. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Time
Bug.
is tight. It's the end of the show.
That's right.
I'm talking about they chronicle. He was on the air when Dr. King got assassinated.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch this thing.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So can you please do that for us, Bug?
That's on my watch list this evening.
Okay. All right, y'all hear Bug? She's signifying, telling us she got time to do it.
Now I gotta go get my hair cut first, but when I come back,
okay, we gonna see.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, we appreciate you, Bug. We appreciate it. Episode 169. Go ahead and take us out of here, Bug. Go ahead.
It's the family.
It's a dance where I'm from that we love to do. A street dance, even though boys love to do. Some say it started down south, yo, but that ain't true. It started in Duval and it's called the Woo. Most people do it different, son, do it the same. Where I'm from, everybody go against the grain. But when it comes to the whoop, if you talk about it, you better be about it. Cause we bout to see about it. Where I'm from, we'll whoop against anybody. Young or old, we'll whoop against anybody. At the club or the barbecue, whole family in the backyard doing the woo. So woo, get it, woo, get it. My whole city get loose. And you don't need no partner, dog. Cause when you move, it's all about you. I feel a woo coming on. Yeah, I feel a woo coming on. All right. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. Woo, get it, woo. My whole city get loose. I feel a woo coming on. A woo coming on. I feel a woo coming on. A woo coming on. North side, hit 'em with it. South side, hit 'em with the east side, hit 'em with the west side, hit 'em with the. Right now, I wanna know who whoop the best. Is it north side, south side, east or west? One park of the beach, we bout to see who got the heat when Doom drop the beat. 2 times for Duck and Rick and Pee Wee, the Whoop King and the Whoop OGs. Who cares? Some hate when you rock your woo. Don't do what you do, what you do, what you do. Feel a whoop coming on, a whoop coming on. I'm about to hit the dance floor, you can come along. If you don't come along, I'ma have to go along. Hold my drink though, so I can get my whoop on. If you came with your dog, get with your dog. Go ahead, click with your dog. Get loose, get lit with your dog. We never represent our dog. Whoop coming on. Yeah, I feel a whoop coming on. All right. Hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the, hit 'em with the. Whoop, 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 whoop. I feel a whoop coming on. I think I feel a whoop coming on. Yeah. Whoop, get it, whoop. Whoop, get it, whoop. Whoop, get it, whoop. My whole city get loose.
The Family Radio Podcast with T-Boogie, Gene.com, and Chill Will.